One of the fascinating things that I think all of us that have done this before together, when you show up at a group, you know the number of people in the group dictates what's going to be said, right? The fewer the people, the deeper the conversation, because somebody brings something up that the group, say maybe most of the people last night would not have understood, okay? So, and it's almost like God handpicks those people to attend each session. I've had sessions where only one person showed up. And thank God it was only one person. So I had an office in California, Long Beach, and I'd be sitting there sometimes. And the office was for the business I had, but I didn't need an office. I could have used my clients' offices, and which I ended up doing anyway. And I'd be sitting there saying, this is dumb. What? I didn't need this stupid office. I had like 4 rooms, right? Big office. I'm giving this sucker up. And at that point, I said, oh no. I'd go open the door and somebody would be standing there and they'd say, I don't know why I'm not turning the door. And I'd say, oh, I think I have an idea. Come on in. And it was on.
How many times at Lake Shrine? Did you having to buy people's lunch?
You know, that mantra, God give me the sensitivity to hear thy voice, and the courage to do what it says. Well, you know, I make the comment that I was and am still an introvert. And at the Lake Shrine of, in California, we'd go for Sunday brunch, and we'd actually go for service. And after that, several of us would get together, just like big boys, right? But there was always somebody we managed to drag along. Or I'd walk up to somebody and say, you really need to have lunch with me. Right? Wondering, why am I doing this? I don't even like the way this person looks. Why am I telling them to have lunch with me? I don't know. I don't have anything to say. And eventually, I wear them down. I was almost forced to walk up the total train. Said, come to me, I have something to tell you.
You were just dying, you had to do it. You had to do it.
I could have rejected it, but and that person and I were hearing this, whatever was coming out, at the same time for the first time. No pre-thought. You want to get to that point. And, I always say, God has a sense of humor. You start out hearing a voice. Do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. And the more you get into intuition, the quieter the voice becomes. So you just do. You do. And you think it's not what it's without guidance, but it is guidance. Now, I'll get a thought. If I don't do what that thought said, I screw up. It's just that simple. And it could be a very little thing. Okay, for example, I had flown into Long Beach Airport coming from somewhere, San Francisco. And I have a little sports car. And I opened the trunk, and the voice said, open the door so you don't lock your keys in the trunk. Okay. And I put my luggage in the trunk and all of that, and closed the trunk and walked around. I said, oh my God, I left my keys in the trunk. And I had not unlocked the door. You had to call my wife, so she could bring me another set of keys. Fortunately, we don't live that far from that airport. But if I'd been in LAX, it would have been a nightmare. And that's a little thing.
Yes.
But another one, where's the pack of scarf? Come in here. No, a scarf. No, I need a scarf. And I have to remember, oops, don't ignore that. Every time, there's no margin for error.
Good.
That's the point you want to get to. That way you can give up thinking altogether. You won't over intellectualize because you. I like to drink wine. Love margaritas. But I like the taste, not the buzz. I don't drink more buzz. I don't drink whiskey or beer. So, but I have a problem. Well, it's not me to have a problem. It's if you go to dinner with me, you got the problem. Because I can sit there and drink, and drink, and drink. Now, I used to go to happy hour when I left my job in the valley. Several of us would go to happy hour, and, or I'd go to this Mexican place for lunch. It was always the same Mexican place. And this guy was there and serving us. And so one day he disappeared. Left. I never thought about it. I kind of missed it, And then one evening I went to a happy hour at a Mexican restaurant, some distance away, different town. Walk in the door, there's a guy. And I was happy to see him, but he said, it was obvious he was not happy to see me. So he shows us to a table and he says, "Oh, senor, please do not drink today. I get so drunk." Every time I had a margarita, he got drunk. Because I had a lot of margaritas. I was out to dinner in Boston with a whole bunch of.
He used to so from your right or left? Yeah. So the thing is, anybody who said to his right side get drunk, he be doing the drinking. How they got to drink water?
Went to, we were doing a thing with Unisys and this was in Boston, so another group. We'd go out to dinner, huge round table, a bunch of us. And I'd, sit down, and everybody else would sit this way. Then there were like several chairs next, vacant. And I'm sitting there, and they're all sitting there looking at me. I'm wondering, what's wrong with that? And they're just looking and kind of grinning a little bit. And they finally said, "Are you having any wine tonight?" I said, "Of course." Then they move over. People will say, "Don't you feel, you must feel all powerful being able to do what you do." I don't have any problem. I just do as I'm told.
Yes,
That's number one.
I understand.
When somebody is better off, in some cases, I'm the only person in the world who can make them better off. And I say, thank God I'm here at this time. But there's no ownership to the outcome. And I think I've told Haley this before. I'm a catalyst, not a doer. I enter into the process without changing the process. So if you're a catalyst, like catalytic converter on your car, right? If it's working well, it doesn't enter into the process of your car. If it's not working well, you can't drive your car, right? And I think all of us, the role we play in other people's lives is as a catalyst to kind of help them line up with the runway so they don't crash, rather than anything else.